The 40 miles from San Simeon to Port San Luis proved to be yet another fantastic run in the sun. The anchorage itself was also surprisingly excellent. With almost no wind or swell, we were able to sleep peacefully. Shore access in the bay is an extreme sport, but once ashore, it was a pleasant 20-minute walk into beautiful Avila Beach, a cute village that caters to sun-loving tourists. We left Port San Luis just before sunset to tackle Point Conception, the second major cape on California's coast. Point Conception defines the boundary between the temperate central coast and the warmer waters of Southern California. It can be a difficult piece of water, but other than lots of shipping, we had an easy rounding. This stretch of coast is defined by a series of bustling beach towns and two large cities on the mainland and the Channel Islands, a string of rugged, mostly uninhabited islands 25 miles offshore. Our first stop was Santa Rosa Island.
We're on the beach at Santa Rosa Island, and this is the access off the beach. It's kind of memories of yesterday in Port San Luis.
One of the best things about this lifestyle is the people we meet. Monterey in particular was a treasure trove of new friends, two of whom we joined for our time in Santa Rosa. David and Denise sailed their CS-36, De Novo, down the coast from Seattle at the same time as we sail out of Vancouver, and they enjoy hanging out and hiking as much as we do.
We have a little drama on Santa Rosa Island. Denise took a wipeout coming off the summit of the mountain and sliced her knee open. And thankfully, David and Denise carry first aid with them, or we'd be in a bad way. But they managed to clean it up and bandage it up, and she's walked ever since. But there's a ranger station very nearby, and we're going to see if we can get a ride.
As luck would have it, one of our neighboring boats had a nurse aboard, and so she came over, cleaned the wound out, and closed it up with some butterfly bandages. With Denise down for the count, Lori and I spent our third day exploring the beautiful beach by ourselves. Denise eventually was able to see a doctor. She's got a scar there, but it healed without complication, and she's back on the trail.
I got to tell you that I'm really missing Robert Palmer and all those moves he made. A diplomat son, making music with his eyes and melting every woman of every age. Just take a wordsmith. Anyone over the age.
After 4 nights at Santa Rosa Island, it was time to move on. We headed across the channel to visit beautiful but expensive Santa Barbara.
Well, we're going to enjoy some iced coffees and a sandwich at a gluten-free bakery that we found on this beautiful kind of outdoor mall promenade street that we chanced upon when we deviated from Google's suggestion of how to find the grocery store.
Santa Barbara was fantastic, but you had to be careful. The 2 iced coffees and 1 ham sandwich were $50 after tax and tip. If you looked off of the main shopping street though, it was possible to eat out without breaking the bank. We spent 3 nights in Santa Barbara, 1 very rolly night on the hook and 2 very comfortable nights on the dock. Our visit coincided with Thanksgiving, and once again, Lori outdid herself with a beautiful meal we shared with new friends.
This little guy is a Santa Cruz Island fox. We were saying we would love to see one because their population was decimated by golden eagles. There weren't many left not that many years ago, and the population's rebounded, but we didn't think it'd be this easy because we're just walking up the road and there it is.
Our next stop was back across the Santa Barbara Channel to Santa Cruz Island, the next channel island in the chain. Like Santa Rosa Island next door, this island was once a ranch and still bears many of the original ranch buildings. The infrastructure in our landing spot is well preserved and interesting to explore. The island is also laced with trails, allowing us to get off the boat and get some exercise. We spent a day hiking with Rob and Charlene, our Thanksgiving dinner guests. Rob and Charlene sail out of Victoria, and we met them a couple weeks before in San Francisco. One of the coolest features of Santa Cruz Island were the dramatic cliffs rising straight out of the ocean. The bottom half of the cliffs get battered by the sea, resulting in sea caves, blowholes, and pinnacles. We also took the opportunity to go snorkeling in the beautifully clear water to explore the kelp beds next to where we were anchored. The wind shifted overnight in our fourth night, the anchorage got rolly, and neither of us slept. It's time to move 50 miles down the coast to Redondo Beach.